Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. In the last part we finished off going through Monstro, and we took on the boss of Monstro's of the Monstro world. We took on Parasite Cage, I believe it was called. And now we're moving on to the next world, which we're actually trying to get through to get to a couple of games ago. A couple of worlds ago. A couple of parts ago, sorry. But now we are finally making our way there, and yeah, we get a lot more of these, like, kind of, I don't know what they are, they're kind of more helicopter looking enemy like ships, which are kind of just, you know, a lot harder to blow up and kill. Yeah, and here we are. That was a lot faster. That took a lot less time than the previous, even the time it took to get to Monstro. I guess it's because we left from Monstro to go to here. But anyway, here we go. In my opinion, shall I say it? Yes, it is the worst world in the game for me. It's time for Atlantica. The reason why I don't like it as much as the other worlds is because it's, well, it's underwater, which means you have a completely different kind of style of moving around, which is just, it's not difficult to get used to, but it's just more of a pain in the ass to get used to. Oh, and we are a mermaid. That's something. We are now a mermaid, and Goofy's a turtle, and why is Donald transformed?
Come on, Sebastian.
Whatever.
Ariel, wait! Slow down! Don't leave me behind!
I believe that it's a different actor who plays Sebastian here. That it's not the same as in the movie, but I think it is the same actress who played Ariel in the movie who plays her here. I think.
I don't know. There's something weird about them.
Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's the same actress, which is kind of nice. It's kind of cool. Always nice when you get the original actress.
A little different. Where are you from?
Could Sora be any more kind of?
Kind of far away, and we're not really used to these waters.
Yeah, Sora couldn't be any more kind of like suspicious if he tried. Really, it's kind of like, no, where'd you get that idea that we're different? Ha 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 ha. We're from the sea too. Liars.
Oh, don't worry.
So yeah, first bit of Atlantica is swimming. Learning how to swim, and they give you a little tutorial on how to swim in the world. You do this by touching flounder. I mean, let's rephrase that. You do this by moving towards, by basically swimming towards flounder. And then once you've got near him once, you'll then move, and I think you'll do this like 4 or 5 times. Essentially how it works is that you move using the left. Yeah, so it's like normal movement with the left analog stick. But in order to change the up and down, you use circle and square. It's square to go up and circle to go... square to ascend and circle to descend. So, yeah. It can be a little bit of a pain at times to fight enemies in this world because of they can be on, you know, higher than you and lower than you, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with. But one thing I will say is that it is that's when your ability to sorry, brain. It's when your ability to lock on really helps here, because if you just lock onto the nearest enemy, when you swing your keyblade, you'll go directly towards them. So yeah, combat is not. It's not ridiculously hard, and it's not ridiculously tricky or bad. I just think that it's just not as fun and intuitive with the fight, to fight and to move around as it is in the other worlds, where you don't have to think about your location. Like, you don't have to think about up, down, left and right. You just have to think about... You don't have to think about up and down, left and right. You just have to... Sorry. In the other worlds, you just have to think about where he is in relation to you. Like, you don't have to bother with thinking, okay, I'm at the right elevation. So that's why it's a bit more of a pain in Atlantica. And they're the first of the new Heartless for this level. Hit it. There we go. And that's where your save point is. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about the new Heartless. We have they're the first out of the new ones. They're the I don't know the exact name, but they're basically jellyfish Heartless. They're actually really piss easy. They kind of replace the shadows for this world. Kind of your bog standard mooks. And so, yeah. So essentially now what we need to do is we're going to follow Ariel and we're going to go to King Triton and... yeah, sorry Donald. You can fuck off, lad. Okay. Yeah, we get to use Ariel in combat. Oh, she's, a partner for combat. She's actually pretty good. She's got a decent amount of physical attacks, and special attacks are pretty powerful as well. But essentially what we have to do is... And there's the title card. It took a while, but there it is. So yeah, with this you just have to follow the golden Triton markers, and that will lead you basically straight to King Triton. Yeah, that tornado attack that she has is ridiculously powerful, especially on the smaller enemies. And she has a decent amount of attacks in general. Something else that's different about this world, you might notice that there's a slightly weird looking shell next to us. This is it's because this is their version of the treasure chests. The orange ones you have to shoot with fire to open them, and you will get an item. Tom, you have to... There you go! You have to ascend and descend, and it's just a pain in the ass to get to. But anyway, yeah, there's that ascending and descending thing that I was talking about, which is a real pain in the ass. But anyway, so there are also blue ones, which you have to open using ice. Yellow ones, which you have to open using thunder, lightning. And purple ones. Purple ones you just have to hit and they will open. By the way, it's a bit weird that you're able to use fire underwater and lightning underwater. But I think, if I remember correctly, like a lot of the enemies in the underwater area, in the underwater levels, they're very susceptible to thunder, to lightning rather. You know what I mean? They're very susceptible to the electric attacks, so as you would expect. I do not miss this in Kingdom Hearts 2, when we don't have to use... Tom. There you go. So yeah, that's the purple one. And we got a cottage, nice. Yeah, so yeah, electric attacks are more useful in this world. And at the moment I'm just kind of... There we go. Elixir, that's nice. Yeah, I think I was trying in this world to basically try and find as many as I possibly could. You see what I mean? It's just a bit of a pain in the arse to deal with. It's just not fun. It just makes moving around a lot slower than it needs to be. And it just makes it more... Like I say, it just makes it more irritating. And Ariel's got leveled up, her max HP is up. That's nice. And especially when you're trying to fight a bunch of enemies, it's such a pain. think I've gone the wrong way here. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Yeah. Tom. There you go, lad. So, we're just going to continue to follow the Triton marks here. It's actually really easy to go through in this first section because it's just basically follow the golden Triton markers, and if you don't really give a shit about other stuff. We have the ghosts returning from Monstro, from Monstro's world, and it makes sense, I guess, because Monstro is a whale, lives under the sea, so I hate these enemies. The teleportation is such a pain in the ass to deal with. Hit the fucker. Come on. There you go. Yeah, they can steal HP if they hit you as well, which is kind of annoying. Trying desperately just to kill them. You have to kill them really pretty quickly, otherwise you're going to be really... Otherwise they're just going to teleport away, and that's such a pain to deal with. Anyway, moving on. That little that thing that you saw in the middle there, the light that kind of shone upwards. Those were that takes you directly to the first area again. So if you want to get out of the world fairly quickly from King Triton's palace, then it's fairly easy to do. So yeah, we're just following. Like I say, the first section is fairly self-explanatory, of just, you know, following the golden Tritons and getting Tritons and getting to King Triton's palace. Yeah, I just. You can see the reason why I fucking hate this world so much. Ugh. Sorry. It's because, you know, well, you can see it here. It's, the combat's so fucking sluggish and so fucking slow because of the fact that you're underwater, and hitting enemies away from you is such a pain in the ass. It's less of a pain in the ass when you're not underwater, which is. Yeah, see, I was just like, fuck this shit. Bright gem, useful for, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's useful for synthesis and not much else. These are the slightly harder enemies, which are, they're slightly more armoured, have slightly more reach. And they're just a bit of a, like I say, again, they're just a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with. Thank you. Oh, I just opened. Fuck off. Yeah, I think at this point I was just so annoyed. Yeah, I think, do I actually go for everything? I think I try to go for stuff, but it's just, ugh. Enemies here are such a pain in the arse. It's a combination of them having a lot of health, having annoying tactics like the ghosts, or just the sluggish movement. It's just not nice. Say yellow ones, you use thunder. Never got that because thunder is not the electricity. Lightning's the electricity, thunder's just the noise. Meh, what the fuck, it doesn't matter. There you go. I'll open you up again. Mega Ether, that's nice. Sorry. So at this point I'm just like, ugh. Do I bugger off yet? No, I have a look around. No, I think we're just going, yeah, we're going now. And more of these assholes. They're slightly tougher to deal with. But they give a decent amount of experience, so worth fighting them at the very least. And away we go. to that matte painting of King Triton's palace. And oh shit, we've been followed, even though we were beating up these guys earlier anyway. Get wrecked. Get fucking wrecked. Ah, we need a Can I have that? Can I have it back? Can I borrow that, please? It would make life so much easier to destroy these assholes. Please. Look at that magnificent beard. So disapproving. I'm not listening. That's what that face says.
Behold, you swim before the ruler of the seas.
Poseidon?
His
No.
Majesty, King Triton.
King Triton.
And who are they?
I
They
think...
helped us fight off
I'm
those
not
creatures.
sure. I think it is the same actor who did
Don't look familiar.
King Triton in the movie. It does sound... If it's not him, it's a very good sound-alike. But yeah, he's pretty good.
What's that?
There's no such thing. Certainly not here.
But
Oh.
Daddy,
Alright. Fine.
Ariel,
I'll believe you. You don't sound like you're lying at all.
you are not
Something else which I like as well, you'll notice that the background is kind of undulating in this cutscene. Kind of to emphasize that it's underwater, which is actually pretty sweet. I like that. It's kind of a nice little thing. I'm pissed.
Perhaps I'm being too strict.
What, in trying to protect your daughter from there.
For her sake.
There. From Heartless? I don't think so.
Of course, Your Majesty. But I must admit, now I'm quite curious about this keyhole. That need not concern you, Sebastian.
Shut your face.
Just as you suspected, Your Majesty, they seem to be coming from Ursula's grotto. I knew it. That sea witch is up to no
Yeah,
good again.
can you guess who the villain is of this one? It's Ursula. God damn it. Her boss fight is actually one of the more interesting ones in the whole game, to be fair. In terms of it trying that, it actually has a different ways of battling it rather than just whack her with Keyblade. Ah, poor Sebastian. Always gets the rough end of the deal. Right, so what we've got to do now is, I believe, what are we doing next? I think next what we've got to do is Ariel wants to show us her grotto. Sounds wrong, but yes. She wants to show us kind of a hideout, so we're going to go to there now. Sorry. Yeah, so there it is. Easy to find. It's just this little go towards the rock. But we've got to kill some enemies first. More of these dicks. They just combat's so fucking sluggish. It's just not fun. Now here are these other bastards. These are the big things. The bigger versions of the seafish heartless, of the jellyfish heartless. And the best way to attack them, which I don't really show off here, is to use magic. Because if you use magic on these things, like fire or thunder, they will just disintegrate and they will just die. However, if you strike them and keep hitting them, then they will normally split up into 5 different of the smaller heartless. Which is a bit of a pain to deal with. It's just a pain in the ass to deal with. But if you want to farm experience, then yeah, they're pretty useful. But anyway, that's it for this part. Join me next time when we'll be going back to when we'll be having a look in Ariel's hideout, and we will also be moving on to find the keyhole for this world. So join me next time for the next part of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Still in Atlantica. Shit. See you next time.